All right. This is 9 minutes knowledge that you did not learn in college. This is Big Phantasma, giving the haters asthma, making people want to spill plasma. Sometimes there's orgasms multiple times. I'm here with Bren, the machinist. He cuts chips, and he doesn't trip, and he takes big hits, right? And then we dip. So we're gonna talk about stews, right? The stew. The fuck am I talking about? Stew.
We're saturating it.
What I'm saying,
Marinating.
what I'm saying, is we each our own stew. We each our own soup, right? And your pot of soup was put on the stove by your parents. They put you in that pot, and they started seasoning you. They started teaching you things, showing you things, doing things to you. Maybe they didn't even know what they were doing to you. You know, and they put good things and bad things in your stew. And you don't even know it because that's all you know is your stew, right? What's your stew? Neighborhood you grew up in, the house you grew up in, the grade school, the high school, the friends, church, teachers. They're all putting stuff in your stew, right? Any one of them can totally fuck up your stew at any given time.
Fuck it up.
Think about it. You're as a kid, and you're innocent to the world. If you have a crazy uncle, he wants to take you out, show you some crazy shit. What's gonna happen? Unless your mom steps in, unless your dad steps in. What if you don't have a mom? What if you don't have a dad? What happens when someone wants to do something crazy to you and you're a kid? What do? You take it. It goes in your stew, right? Whatever happens, happens, right? Do you think, like as a kid, do you think I really wanted to look at porn at age 6? Like, do you think that was my choice? Or did someone force that on me? Was I curious about a woman? Yeah, I was curious about a woman. But at age 6, I didn't need to see, like, Hustler magazine, right? And not fit. I mean, a 6-year-old can't go buy that magazine. So why was I shown that? Because someone got into my stew. Someone put something bad in my stew. Think about it. You got good things in your stew. Maybe you had a nice birthday. Maybe you had a nice Christmas. Maybe you went to Disneyland. Whatever. And then you had the bad things. You know, the time you let someone down. Or the time someone let you down. More likely than not, it was someone that let you down. Think about it, right? You're a kid. Well, you don't even want to hurt nobody, right?
No.
So what happens to our stew, right? If it's just your parents, you might have a shot at coming out good, right? If it's just your parents in the kitchen. But it's not just your parents. It's your grandparents, it's your uncles, it's your neighbors, it's your teachers. It's anyone who's around those kids as they're coming up. Any little influence, and the kids soak it up into the stew, and it marinates, right? We don't even know what's in our stew. We're just made up of all these things over time, right? I've been cooking for 40 years, man. My shit's savory, right? You can fucking taste my tears, baby.
Damn.
You know what I mean? But why? So you get to the point where you got your stew, and then you meet someone else and they got their stew. Like, can you eat both stews at the same time? Do they taste good together? Or is it bittersweet? You know?
Do you have to eat them together?
I don't know. Do you even want to eat it? Like, think about it.
It's
Think-
just stew and it's just jamming and shit and like. you're not really consuming that shit.
But think about it,
It's
dude.
more like an energy and shit.
Like, if I came to the mirror and I met the woman that's exactly like me, like, you know,
Well,
exactly like me as far as education, as far as intelligence, I'll go match up looks. His looks, same level as me, whatever. But has the same baggage, dude. Like, if I know going in, this motherfucker got baggage, do I want to taste that stew? You know? Like, if you came to the mirror right now, Bryn, and you met the female you, been through all the same shit, and was right there at that same point with you, would you want to be with that person?
the female me.
A female that was attractive, that been through your same shit, like to a T, same shit. Would you want to pick up that baggage?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I would.
Because you know you're good inside. So if they're just acting like you, then you win, right? It's easy.
No, it's not about me winning. It's it's deeper.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. You know, we're at 6 minutes. We got 3 minutes to go. You got to think about your stew. You got to be aware of your own stew. We all got our own flavor. We all came out of different pots, had different ingredients. We were all cooked a different way, right? How do you fucking expect two stews to be the same? Impossible, dude. There's no fucking way. Even if your same parents had you at this time, it'd still all be different because the time is different, dude. Even with the same parents. Do you know that, like, dude, the variations in our DNA are so complex, dude. All right? Literally, a woman has, like, I don't know, hundreds of thousands of eggs, right? Eggs for a whole lifetime, she has. She could literally get pregnant every month if she didn't have to carry the baby, right? And a dude has billions of sperms, and each egg and each sperm is a different combination of the DNA from the parents, right?
True.
That's how come we got so much variation. Every shot is a fucking one in a billion. And that kid's unique. Always unique. We're all unique. We're all a different. I'm unique from my sisters. We had the same parents. Our DNA is different. I carry different traits. I carry the genetics from different lines, you know? Dude, I'm mostly European. Like, I got German, French, Irish, okay?
Alright.
And then I got native from Mexico, Chihuahua region. And that's where my Aztec bloodline comes from, where I'm related to Montezuma. Like, I'm from his line. And then I ain't got no Spaniard, I got Portuguese. I got Greek, I got European Jew, I got African Jew, I got Congolese in me. Right?
No idea what Congolese says.
I mean, from Congo, Africa.
Oh.
Yeah. So, like, by the book, like, if I want to be a white supremacist, I couldn't be a white supremacist, right? I'm not white. By the book, right? I'm something else. My stew is different, you know what I mean?
I guess so.
Right? What are you, man? You're white and black. But your skin is dark, so they assume you're black. But you got the white last name, so they don't know if you're white. You know? You play both sides.
True.
I play both sides. Hey, I put on the white accent when the cop pulled me over.
Pull me over.
We went over, though. It's 10 minutes of knowledge. But you know what? Just think about your stew and recognize that everyone's got their own flavor. And that you can't control, it really boils down to you can't control who's in your kitchen. That's for your parents to do, That's what your parents are supposed to do. But you know what? You get one bad teacher, puts a bad idea in your head, or someone molests your kid, or someone beat your kid. It's going to make the stew taste different. They're going to be fucked up. Let's be honest. Let's be brutal. If you get abused as a kid, you're fucked up in the future. Some way. There's no happy endings from that. And what's happening now? We're getting more and more disconnected. When we were kids, you put them in front of the TV to shut the kids up. Now you put a screen in their hands. A smartphone. You're giving a 5 and 6 year old kid a computing device that has more computing power than we use in a moonshot. It has more computing power than most of the airplanes flying these days were built like 20 years ago. It's got more computing power than the computers that run those airplanes. Okay? And you're giving all this power to a kid to do what? Play games. Teach him how to pacify himself. Teach him self-programming, right? We all self-programming. Because what happens is when you leave your parents, now you start putting stuff in your stew, right? You start off with their shit, right? All the shit that they put in your stew, right? And now you take over. Now you start spicing your stew. Maybe you want to change the whole flavor, dude.
Exactly.
Maybe you want to start over.
How you start over?
You can't. You can only go forward. You can't start over. It's not a video game, dude. You got one shot. Just like fucking in Infinity War, when Doctor Strange, he saw the 14 billion ways that went wrong, and the one way it went right.
Right.
That's your whole fucking life, dude. There's 14 billion ways you go sideways, dude. There's only one way through it. That's it. So all the upbringing, all you can hope is that someone puts some good shit in your stew, because you're gonna fucking need it, dude. You better pack a lunch, dude. You know what I mean? Because now you gotta carry that shit through. You gotta pick up your own baggage. You gotta eat your own stew. It's like, the saying, you gotta sleep in the bed you made. You made that for yourself. That's what you wanted. Yeah, sometimes we're handed a fucking load of shit. Well, guess what? You ain't alone. Everyone has shit. Everyone has shit. Some shit is more stinky. Some shit is softer. It's all shit. So I don't know, dude. All I know is that, I've been really, manic lately. Not feeling good, not feeling myself. I feel a breakthrough gonna happen, dude. I feel a change is gonna happen, dude. And it's not just a change for me personally. It's like an overall change. Like a chain reaction,
What do you mean? Like a butterfly?
I think that we are probably one good disaster or one good economic bubble away from a revolution. It's just, it's too imbalanced at this point. There's too few people with too much money and so many without. It's got to swing the other way, It has to. It's gone this far over, dude. Maybe it could go a little bit further, but not much, dude. We're talking a little bit. It's gonna swing back, dude. Go back the other way.
What happens when it swings back the other way?
That's the end time, dude. The last will be first, the first will be last. That's what it is, dude. I'll tell you right now, dude. I told my mom this already. I'm a messenger, dude. I'm doing this whole podcast just to get enough followers, and I'm gonna send a message. I'll give you a preview. This is the end times, dude. We're in the fourth quarter, dude. We're past the 2-minute warning, and we got no timeouts, and we're behind, dude. And God's coming. And you know what? He ain't gonna be this fucking evangelical God loves everybody. He gonna be the God from the Old Testament, the one that likes to fuck shit up, the one that knocked down the Tower of Babel, the one that was on the Jews' side when they slaughtered everybody. That's who's coming. It's gonna be a slaughter. It's gonna be a reaping of souls, and then they're gonna leave some on earth to go through the shit. And that's what I'm getting ready for. I'm getting ready for shit. You see what I'm doing? That's you. It just clicked, right, with you, right? You see what I've been doing? You know, dude. It's not normal shit, dude. All right, man. That's too long, bro. We gotta cut that off.